Well, after a year and a half of trying to avoid it, I am having a surgery this Friday, and I want to tell you a little bit of the story behind it. Hey, friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. 2025. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Interesting news today. I heard the Fire Festival is trying to go for like a third reboot on a Mexican island. I would be wary of buying those tickets if it were me. Lester Holt has announced he's stepping down from NBC Nightly News. Starbucks is laying off like 1,000 corporate workers and getting rid of some of their, I guess, more difficult menu items. Joanne Fabrics is closing. It's National Pistachio Day. There's just all sorts of news going on. If you missed any of that, I'll put it below. You know, you can find me at the Sammy Cone on Twitter and Instagram, sammycone.com, and on YouTube. Okay. Also, let's just I actually just curled my hair because I haven't washed it in 3 days. And when I washed it, I naturally was running late and had to do the my hair drying out the window method. And I thought, going to be going to the hospital a lot these next few days, and I just wanted to feel pretty today. So I've got to run some errands, and I curled my hair. So if you're like, wow, Sammy doesn't have a hat on, or like her hair in a bun and a claw clip. I know. And it's not raining outside. Wonders will never cease. Speaking of miracles. Okay. For my gentlemen listeners, you may not want to listen to all this. This is free knowledge for everyone. I'm not going to go TMI, but I think this is important to know. One, because I just really covet your prayers. And two, sometimes we just don't know about these things until someone talks about it. And so here we go. So you may or may not remember, I had a surgery about a year and a half ago to try to clear up some issues I was having with my period, as well as do a scope. And there was something else, but just to see, let's try this first. Let's clear some things out and let's see what else is going on up there. It was basically determined, literally, I guess it was probably 15, 16 months ago. The only thing that's going to help this is a hysterectomy. The fibroids that I have a condition called adenomyosis. And the fibroids they basically, again, in layman's terms, had spidered themselves into my uterus, and there was no taking them out unless we took out the uterus. I always try to do things naturally. I don't love taking medication. I love doctors because I love knowledge and I love knowing what's going on. I'm like, thank you for that information, and I'm going to go try this. So everything from natural approaches, diet, exercise, acupuncture, I've been working with a somatic practitioner, prayer, all the things. And that's all good. And sometimes things happen. So, I had some other complications that arose last month that brought me back to the gynecologist. And basically again, without going into too much detail, some other conditions had developed that, again, it's necessitated surgery. Well, I was then kicking myself because I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? Oh, and I found out my health insurance is ending on March 3rd. So by the time I got into the specialist that I needed to go to find out about these other things going on, all up in there, we'll just leave it at that. I was like, okay, this is all, she's like, this is all normal. She's like, well, it's not normal. It's not like she hasn't seen it before, right? It needs to be fixed, but it is what it is. I was like, any chance we can do this by the end of the month? She's like, I don't even have any openings till April. And I was like, okay, well, my health insurance is ending on March 3rd. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know. I just don't know. So I just walked away and I was like, okay, Lord, it is what it is. This isn't I realize now we're in a situation. This isn't eat more fiber or eat more berries, or do you know what I mean? And I'm not diminishing that God can do miracles and all those things, but this isn't well, menopause is coming soon, it's gonna, take care of itself naturally. This is an issue. So I get a call on a couple days ago, last Friday, that they're like, okay, we have a surgery appointment for you on February 28th. And I just started crying. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, the doctor basically was like, we need to get this girl taken care of. Like, we need to get her in here. And whether that's out of the kindness of her heart, whether that's like it was worse than she was letting me to believe, I don't know. I don't know. But I get to have surgery. And this is the kicker, y'all, because I lamented. I was like, gosh, if I had a year and a half that I could have had the hysterectomy, right? I'm like, why didn't I just do it? Like, I was really kind of down on myself. Like, I should have just listened. I should have just done it. If I had had that surgery at any of those previous 14, 15 months, I wouldn't have realized the underlying issue that caused me to go to the specialist in the first place. And now, even though it's going to be a bigger surgery and a more complicated surgery, it gets to be done all at once by the same person, because the other, like, it was going to be a 2 tag team effort and the first doctor couldn't do it. So she's going to do it all. Like, I'm blown away. I am blown away by God's goodness, by prayers, by, I even said something to one of my kids. I was like, I didn't even think to pray for X. And they were like, well, I was praying for that. I was like, I didn't even think to pray for this. Like, so thank you for all of you that have prayed and any part of this. Please pray at noon Central Time Friday. If you are a praying person, if you are a positive vibes, if you are a positive thoughts, if you are I'm just going to stop and think of Sammy. Noon on Friday is the time to do it. So please pray. I have a lot of emotions and I'm so grateful. Like, the overwhelming response is gratitude that these people, I'm not going to cry because I actually just did makeup. These people that literally just met me, some of them don't, like, the schedulers don't know me. Some of these nurses don't know me. And yet they've been so, like, it feels like this team of angels has been sent to me and is surrounding me. And yeah, I'm so grateful. So grateful. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've talked enough, but that's what's going on. I'm going to pray gratitude over us today because obviously I just said it 14 times. So Lord, I just help us to be in a posture of gratitude no matter what's coming our way, whether we understand or don't understand. Help us to just be grateful for the circumstances that you orchestrate on our behalf. Amen. Because he does. Even there's been some really hard things that have happened in the past couple days as well. Out of nowhere. And it's like, Lord, what? Like, literally my emotions and hormones cannot handle anymore. And it's like, nope, he works it all out. He will. Okay, friends, I hope you have a great day. Make sure you make it great. And do not wait, please, for the love of God. Do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them, because we are not guaranteed tomorrow. All we have is today. Okay, bye, friends.